Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. So guys, I have one question for you, that is, are you tired of repeating the same API call logic again and again in your React project? Yes? I think yes. Okay, so guys, don't worry about that. So today what I'm going to tell you guys, today I'm going to teach you how to build a simple and reusable custom hooks. Okay, so we are building custom hooks for our API calls, and that handles loading also, data also, and errors also. Okay, and it is perfect for beginners, I can say, guys. So guys, if you use these hooks and all, what will happen? This will make your code cleaner, reusable, and beginners friendly also. Okay, so to make our code clean and all, now we need to use hooks only, guys. So it will reduce the code also. Okay. So before creating a hooks and all, first we'll see why custom hooks for APIs. Okay. So why should I create hook for API? That will be question in your mind, right? So why means it avoids the writing the same use effect fetch loadings and error logic again and again, and it makes your component cleaner and easy to manage, and it improve the code reusability and maintenance, as I told you. Okay, so guys, this only we will see how to create the custom hooks. Okay, so you can see, guys, it is beginners friendly, SEO optimized, and here one example also we will see, guys. We'll take one API, and on that API we will do the custom hooks. Okay, so for that we'll move to encoding session. Then I'll tell you about folder structure also, how it should be, and I'll tell you the API, which API we are going to use. Okay, so that we will see, guys. So as I told you here, the it will what it will do is it will avoid the repetition. So no more writing the same use effect, fetch, loading, and error logic repeatedly. And your cleaner component makes your component easier to manage and understand, and reusability improves the code reusability and maintain the across your application. So we can reuse the component. It will make our code clean, and here we avoid the repetition. Same whatever we do now, that we will avoid here, guys. Okay, so for that, hook is custom hook is very important for our API calls. Okay, so today's goal is what, guys? Create a reusable hook for API calls. Then data structure, fetch users data from JSON placeholder and API endpoint. So as I told you, this API we will use, guys. This is a simple API. So from this API, this is a third one free API I can take, or I can say, or it is one fake API. Okay, so from this API we are fetching the users, and that we will see, guys. For that we will create a custom hooks. Okay, so file structure, how it will be, it should be like a, guys, uh, as you know, app.js is there, which will be the main component of custom hooks. We can create hooks directory. In that we can call our useFetch. Sorry, first we'll create the hook directory. In that we'll make this folder, guys, or this file, that is usefetch for .js. Okay, so in hook directory you can store all the hooks here, and here this is for fetching the hooks. Okay, fine. So to create custom hooks, we are writing a code that I'll show you guys in our VS Code. Also, we will write code also. Okay. So before jumping further, we'll go to code section and we'll see that. Okay. So guys, you can see here, this is a normal React.js, okay, code. So whatever the React, by using Vite, I have created this application. Out will be like this, which we get usually. Okay. So here only we are going to write our code. So before that, what I'll do, guys, I'll remove this app.js because now we don't want that. Okay. So as I told you, we'll create here one folder structure. So I'll go in resources. So here we'll create one folder. The folder name will give like hooks. Okay, so you'll create like this, guys, and in this hook we will create file structure. The file name will be use fetch. This is our custom hook. Okay, custom hook name. So this we are creating. So this is one file and app.jsx. These two files we are going to use. Okay, so first what we will do, guys, first we'll write the code, that is custom hook code for use fetch API. Okay, so first what I'll do, guys, I'll create the arrow function, that is ra. Okay, here I'm getting the function, so I'm importing that. So it is imported, guys. You can see here use fetch. Okay, so this we got. Fine. So if I go here, okay, it is still not called here. Okay, first we'll write the code, then later we'll see the output. Okay, fine. So here I have to create the state, guys. Okay, so here we're handling loading also, and error also, and data also. Okay, so for that we have to take three states. Okay, so I'm taking here const and here my data will come, whatever the data I'm taking for API, that data and set data. Okay, so this it will come here, and here use state will come. So even I'll import that as use state. Okay, so if I click on here, so it will import also, you can see. So it is imported. Initially what we will keep is we will keep this as null initially. Okay, fine. Then next we are taking state for loading and set loading. Okay, loading and set loading. So here I have to take comma. Okay, and here my use state will come, and it is true. Okay, this is done. Then const. Now we'll see the error. Okay, error, then set error. Okay, error set error is done. So here also use state initial, this also will keep null. Here it is equal to. Okay, so our state is ready guys here. Then we will write the return code as well. First what we will do guys, we need one useEffect function also. So first we'll write that, then we'll go for further. Okay, so here, sorry, here we'll take useEffect. Even I have to import that, so it is imported. Okay, here my error function will come. So here what I'll do is, here we'll write one function that is for fetching the data. So fetch data, it will come here. Okay, fetch data, and we are using async method guys. Okay, async and await. So to handle the errors we need to use try catch. So I'm using here try catch guys for handling the error. My catch is not coming. Okay, so here is try catch came. So in try, sorry, here it is. Here I have to write const. So response will take here. So you need to take response here guys. So whatever the API we are calling, that will come here, that response will come here guys. Okay, so here it is await fetch, and here my URL will come. Okay, so whatever the URL I'm taking, that it will come here. So before that I have to take here also guys, because from here it will come here. Okay, we are passing that. Then here what will so whatever the API will call, that response will come up. So here we'll check the response. If response is not okay, if anything is there, that is if any error, anything is missing, so if response dot okay not okay, then here we'll throw an error. Okay, so here we handle the error. So to handle that, I'll take like this, th throw new error, and here we'll take like something went wrong, like that, something went wrong. Okay, so here when the response is not correct, and suppose if the response is correct, then what we'll do guys, we'll do like const. So whatever the result is coming now, that result will store in result variable. So result, here I'm using await function, await, then response dot json. So whatever the response I'm getting, that I'm storing in result, if it is correct response. Okay, if there is nothing error and all, that time. Then we are setting the data for set data for this case. For set data, here my result will come. Okay, so this is done. Rather than this, if any different error is there, so that error we will handle here. So this error handling is very important guys. In starting only I told, here we are handling error also, so this is very important guys. If you are writing any APIs and also, error handling is very important. Okay, so try to use these guys. Okay, so it is catch, and finally we'll take here set loading. And finally we are taking a set loading false. After execution we are making this as false, means initially what will happen is, initially it will be true set loading. So here you can see is, before getting the data it will be true, so after getting data it will be false. Okay, like that it is. Then after this what we will do guys, we will call that API here. So fetch data means that function we are calling here, guys, and here we will write like this. It will run when component is mount. Okay, so we are taking here URL. Okay, this is done, guys. Then in return, what we will do, we will return like here. We have to return the data, then loading, and even error if any error. Okay, so that all we are returning. Okay, so this is done, guys. So and here export we have not taken here. Oh, it should be show Ex export default useFetch. Okay, so guys, this is one custom hook we have created. I can see. So whatever the URL will come, whatever the API will come, it will come here. Then it will here we are storing that we are here we're checking the response. If it is wrong, it will give this. If it is correct, it will set this read data. Okay, and if rather than this anything different error is, it will show here. And after that, what it will do is it will make the set loading was false. Okay, initially it will be true. Okay, this is done, guys. So one hook we have created, but how to take here that URL? Okay, so that we need to write now. So for that, we'll go here in app.js6. So here what I'll do is, now hook is ready. Now that hook I can use everywhere, guys. So import react from react. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take this one then. Okay, ra. Okay, so here it is imported. Actually I want just coming here only. Export default, sorry, it is default app. Okay, so this is done. Fine. So here what I'll do is first see, I need to import that hook here. Okay, because I'm going to use here. So import use fetch. So you can see from here it is importing. Is here we have called the hook. Okay, so whatever the data is returning from that hook, that we need to take here. So I'm taking like const. Here data is there, then loading is there, and error. Okay, and here we'll call our useFetch function, the useFetch hook. So useFetch, and here I'm passing my URL, which is my fake API URL. Okay, which is https colon JSON placeholder. It is dot typicode.com/users. Okay, so this is the URL, guys. Once I'll check this URL whether it is correct or not. https JSON placeholder, because sometime what will happen is sometime spelling mistake will come. So I'm checking. Okay, so it is correct. So everything should be correct, guys. Okay, so here it is there, guys. So suppose if there is an loading. Okay, if loading is happening, then return what? Like loading. Return like here will return h2. So on output we'll see the loading if it is loading, guys. Okay, if it is loading, and if there is any error. So if any error is there, so that time it will return in h2 only, will show you error. Okay, sorry. Okay, here will show the error like error, and whatever the error is there, that also will show, guys, here. So it is like error. Okay, so here we're checking the, if it is loading, it will show the loading. If it is error, it will show the error. Okay, so after that we need to show the output, right? So that we'll see now. So here we'll see the output, guys. So that will show in div, and I'll take here one heading also, which is user list, like that. And after that in list will show, guys, that is ul. Okay, so here my data will come, that is data dot map, and here user will as user we are taking. Okay, sorry, guys, it should be here. Okay, then Oh, something is wrong. Just a second. User. Yes, it is correct. Okay, then next what we'll do, guys, we'll show that in list. So here we need to take key also, guys, because whatever the data is coming, that will be in array. So I'm taking here key. So key will take as a user dot id because we are taking this as user. So here it will come like user, and after that here we'll show the user data. So in that, guys, we'll take name. So there are name in this URL. So I'm taking the name. Okay, so this is my user dot name. So if any error are there, it will show, guys. So I'll show you the output. First we'll check whether it is correct PKP or not. So I'm checking here. So you can see I'm getting the data. So from that we are taking this name, guys. Okay, so name should be visible there. Okay, so here it is name. So I think there are no errors. You got now, guys. Here see we have created here what I can say hook. Okay, here we have created hook, and that we have imported here. Okay, so whatever the URL is that we are passing to this fetch, use fetch this hook, so it will come here, guys. That URL will come here and it will check for the all the things. Okay, here for data, for loading, for error. So if anything is there, if loading is there, it will show the loading. If error is there, it will show the error. If nothing is there, it will show the output, the data, whatever the data is given, that it will show here. Okay, so this is the how we can use a custom hook. Now we'll see the output, guys, how it will be. So why it is showing this much thing? Last time I'm not getting last thing. Okay, here you can see there is no error. So I'll go here and we'll check, guys. You can see when I click here, loading was there, right? You can see, guys, loading was there. After that I got the output. So here is Linik Graham. So I have see, you can see same I got. Second name is Erwin Ovel. So you can see, guys, here. Yes, we got, like, suppose if you want email, you can change your email. You can make here email also, guys. So here we'll get email. You can see we got the email, all the emails. Okay, so like this you can see, guys, we have implemented what, so we have implemented, guys, custom hook, and how to use that also we have seen. Okay, so, guys, how we got the output? First it was showing the loading, then it shows the data. Okay, from whatever the data we're fetching for API, from that it is showing, then it is displaying this, and if anything wrong is there, then also it will show error here only, guys. Okay, so this is the thing, guys. So congratulations, guys, we have created custom API. Okay, and that we have used also. So like this you can use, guys. So if you see the today's recap, if I told, then what we have done, guys, we have created a simple and clean custom hook, handled a loading an error easily, and made the component clean and reusable. We can reuse that. Okay, you can now use fetch anywhere you need to fetch the data, so there you can use now. So it have made the code very clean and this is neat. Okay, so, guys, I hope you found this helpful, right? So if you found helpful, then, guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment, guys. Custom hooks are awesome, like that you can comment. Okay, because we are giving time means you also give some time, guys, to just comment it. Okay, and, guys, stay connected for more such videos, guys. Okay, and this is very useful for beginners also, guys. Okay, so, guys, see you in the next video.